Homecoming is next week.
Jazz Fest is this week in Sitka.
And a guest speaker who recently visited North Korea.
Also on the show, we learn about Robert Burns Night.
Plus, sports and weathers, all coming up right here on JDTV News. Welcome to JDTV News. I'm your host, Olivia Mia.
And I'm your co-host, Mia Rose.
First up, let's take a look for the plans for homecoming.
Get ready, Bears, because on Sunday we will be decorating the walls for homecoming. Come anytime between 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Then we will take a break and come back at 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The more people that come, the more your class gets points. Good luck to all of the classes.
Interestingly, an event known as Robert Burns Night will be celebrated in Juneau this Saturday, the 29th. Robert Burns Night, or Robbie Burns Night, is a Scottish holiday for the poet Robert Burns. At this event, there will be dancing, Scottish cuisine, and several poems will be read, one by our very own Arthur McVeigh.
On Wednesday, Phillip came to JDHS to speak about his experiences going to North Korea and how our generation will be tasked with solving some major problems that are brewing right now. He has gone to North Korea 4 times and he has even met Kim Jong-il. He talked about how we need to change from a being me society to being a we society and explained how culture changes with community.
I would urge you, okay, to think about it as well. And think about what you individually and collectively can do in order to make your community, Alaska, your state, and your country more about me as opposed to me.
Jazz Fest is coming up, and our JDHS Jazz Band is going up to Sitka to participate this year. The Sitka Jazz Fest is a big event where jazz players from all over the world come to perform, teach, and inspire others. Last semester, we visited the jazz band class.
So the fact that their other bands were just not cool enough made me just decide jazz band. So yeah, it's just, no offense to the other classes, they try, so.
I'm a percussionist, so that means I play the cowbell. Before concerts, I have this little feeling that I'm gonna mess up, which I have the entire concert, you know, but because of that feeling, I don't mess up. So it's kind of like it cancels out, you know?
Well, I feel pretty confident, you know, like I feel like even though I don't really have them down completely, I think I'm still gonna pull it off.
Jazz is about expression and figuring out your own style, and teenagers are great at that.
Wow, we have a great jazz band. I can't wait to hear them play in Sitka.
I agree, and up next we have sports. Take it away, Mindy.
Thanks, Mia. Last week, the Bears hockey and girls hoops team were busy, and the guys had a break. They are in Barrow at the Whaler Invitational with the girls team this weekend. But let's get started with last week. Starting off with a great game from the girls' basketball on Friday the 19th, they scored 57-53 against Lathrop. Unfortunately, they did not do so well the Saturday game, but they still brought the fire. This time they scored 33-47 against Lathrop. The JDHS hockey team had their last home game last Saturday and scored 4-2 against North Pole. And this weekend, the basketball teams are in Barrow. The girls had a really rough first game last night. They scored 28-72 against East. And the guys did only marginally better, but still not quite enough. The final score was 63-71 against Barrow. And that's all for sports.
Thanks, Mindy. What an exciting week for sports.
Up next is the calendar.
And next week, we have Spirit Week.
Whew, I'm excited.
Well, not only that, but it's homecoming too.
Yay!
And Sunday, people are going to be decorating walls for homecoming.
Well, Monday will be Pajama Day.
Oh, Pajama Day. And Tuesday is Dress to Impress, so if you want to be a part of this, I suggest a suit and tie.
Wednesday will be Meme Day, and I can already tell that people will try and dress as a Knuckles character.
And other people will dress as Tide Pods. Thursday is Identity Theft, so steal some personality.
Friday is Theme Day, so follow the class themes.
And that's all for the calendar. A busy homecoming week ahead.
Yes, plus next weekend are the homecoming basketball games against TM. More details on the next week's show.
And finally today, we have a look forward at the weekend's weather with FuBao.
Hello, I'm FuBao. It's time for your level. Friday, the high around 24 and a low of 19. Saturday, mostly sun, the high around 23 and low of 15. Sunday, the high around 20 and a low of 14. We're back to our desk. Go Bears!
Thanks, FuBao. Sounds like a nice day tomorrow, but yuck on Sunday.
Yes, a perfect day to be inside working on the walls for homecoming.
And another good thing to do inside is to visit our website, jdhsvideo.org.
And also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at JDHSvideo.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great homecoming week, and we'll see you again next Friday. Go Bears!